Wisconsin, Michigan, Buckeyes.
Hey everybody, welcome to the channel RV'n and ATV'n, and I'm Dave. This is part 4 of our Ontonagon adventure in Michigan's Upper Peninsula. So on this day, we decided to ride from Ontonagon all the way to Hurley, Wisconsin in the Teryx on July 4th. Found some cool trails, found Victoria Dam, went through a handful of small towns where they were celebrating 4th of July, and then found the trail all the way to Hurley, Wisconsin. Didn't get to stay very long, so we turned around and came back. It ended up being about 230 miles total. It was a great time, it was a great ride, but it was a long day. So let's just get into the video. Let's hit the trails. So for 2 days we were eyeballing this bridge, but we went the opposite direction to go to Bond Falls. Needless to say, when we left camp, we were pretty excited about taking this bridge to cross the Ontonagon River. This is an old railroad bridge built in 1899. That guy in the boat was yelling something. We just waved and yelled, "Hey dude." Now this has to be one of the coolest bridges we've ever crossed. When we got to the other side, it didn't look traveled at all. There weren't any signs posted that said do not cross or stay off or stay out. We just kept going, and we finally came out on the trail to start the journey to Wisconsin. Our plan was to head out of camp in Ontonagon, head to Victoria Dam, over to Lake Gajubik, around the lake toward Ironwood, and into Hurley, Wisconsin. We started out once again on an old railroad grade that went on for quite a while. Then we came up to this girl who wasn't going to move, but finally did. It was another beautiful day, and as you can tell, everybody was happy to be out on the trail, looking forward to another great ride. After a lot of miles of road riding to Bond Falls, it was really nice to spend more time on the trails. When we got to this intersection, we saw a side-by-side coming down the road, so we stopped them and asked them where they were coming from. They said Victoria Dam was down that way, and that's exactly what we were looking for. So we headed towards the dam. It was a short drive down the dam road, and it was easy to find the dam parking area. And then when you pull in, there's the dam sign. And then in for a nice dam view. I wanted to do some dam fishing, but we didn't have no dam bait or any dam fishing poles. But this does look like a nice place to sit and have some lunch. So we left the dam parking area and headed back the way we came on the dam road and back on the trails. Sorry about that. This was a nice stretch of trails that took us over to Lake Gajubik. Once we got to the lake, we did have a little bit of road riding. Unfortunately, though, there's not very many views of the lake. We found the trail that we're hoping takes us up to Ironwood and on to Hurley, Wisconsin. It's very rare that we ran into other riders, That's one thing we loved about these trails, is that it just didn't seem real crowded. Now we start running into some of the small towns along the way. It was July 4th, so we had to kind of maneuver our way through these towns. I think we drove through 3 small towns. We stopped for some gas, and we asked a guy if he knew how to get to the number 2 trail. Well, he did, and he got us in the right direction to Ironwood. We knew once we got to Ironwood that it wasn't much further, and this was the last leg of the trip to Hurley, Wisconsin. On this last leg of the trail, we saw some pretty amazing scenery. After several hours and about 120 miles, we finally made it to Hurley, Wisconsin. About another block or so over, we found the Iron Horse Trailhead, or the Iron Horse Trail System in northern Wisconsin. On our next trip to the UP, we might have to definitely make some time to come up here and ride this trail system. Unfortunately, we couldn't stay. It was starting to get late, and we had a long way back. So we just took a quick trip through Hurley and went off to find the Michigan-Wisconsin state line before we headed back. According to the GPS, the middle of this bridge seems to be the Michigan-Wisconsin state line. So we went ahead and made a stop here. Wisconsin? Michigan. Buckeyes. I thought I'd leave this memento at the border, and I'm sure it didn't last too long. Bye.
Oh, Charlie's laying down. Ready?
Yeah.
Charlie. Smile, Dave.
Leaving Wisconsin, back to Michigan. You ready for this long trip?
Ready.
All right, now we're in Michigan.
We're in Michigan.
I need a nap. And way back, 120 miles. And now for the long way back. Only difference is when we get around the lake, we're just going to go ahead and take the highway to make some time. When we came back through these towns, it was a lot more crowded than when we came through earlier in the day. We couldn't take the way to get to the trails that we came, so we had to kind of find a different route through town to get to the other side of the trails. At this point, we started getting hungry and we had one more town to go through, so we stopped in Marinisco to grab something to eat and take a rest for the boys too. After grabbing a pizza at Dutch's Bar and feeding the hounds, the sun was setting and it was getting dark quickly, and we still had a couple of hours to get to camp. Sharon's checking the map and we're on the right track. The last leg turned into a night ride, which was awesome. Everything just seemed so different. And now the final stretch, taking the highway, through the trail to Ontonagon, to the connector to River Road, and to the campground. That was a long ride. About 12 hours, around 230 miles, and definitely the longest ride we've ever done. But a great way to end the Ontonagon part of our trip to the UP. Now this video is a lot longer than normal for us, so I'm just going to get into the white dog rating. So how do we rate this ride? We're going to give this ride 2 dusty, dirty, tired, whitish dogs, a tired mommy, and some fireworks for the 4th of July. I'm Dave, and for Sharon, Mo, and Charlie, hope you had a great 4th of July, and thanks for watching.